Play bass with Lakehouse.
Alright everyone, welcome back to Play Bass with Lakehouse. Last time around we had a request from one of our Lakehouse bass fans to do Overthinking next. Overthinking is one of our favourite songs from the new album, and it's one of our live favourites as well, where me and Lee, the drummer particularly, have to put it all out there to get the song played. And we typically ratchet it up a notch or two tempo-wise. What is Overthinking all about? Well, let's let Jordan tell you that.
When I think of a song like Overthinking, it's a statement towards how life can sometimes get with people, where you get caught up in the busyness that is your day to day, and it's so easy to just start overanalyzing and getting into your own head about every little thing that doesn't go your way. And you end up overthinking and making things way worse than they actually are. And that's kind of what the song Overthinking is about, is taking that step back, stop thinking about every little micro detail of everything, because you're going to end up driving yourself crazy in doing so. And overthinking is just a way to remind myself that, you don't need to think about every little small detail, that things are going to work out all right for you in the end. And for all the people that are around me, a lot of times, just ignore it. Those things will pass, and we'll be able to move on. And definitely, not overthink every little detail.
Okay, well then, let's go all the way through the song, and then we'll slow it down and let you see some of the detail a bit more slowly. Okay, so that's Overthinking. Not too bad, this one, compared to some of the others, but let's slow it down and have a listen to some of the bits and pieces that hopefully make this one work. We're going to start with the first verse and into the first chorus, so I'll play them together. It basically starts, kind of whacking away on dead strings, along with Leon drums. Partly because, otherwise you're going to be sat there like a cabbage on stage doing nothing through the first half of verse 1. So I just kind of whack away on the dead strings like that, and it adds a bit of excitement and something to do on stage. Works quite well on record as well, I think. And then you go straight from there into the second half of the chorus on the E riff and those kind of funky little octave incidentals that walk up from the G sharp, A sharp to the B. And then you really hit the B riff, which is the main kind of focus of the song. It has that insistent thing. It builds the tension, and honestly, it betrays some of my roots in early UK post-punk. Then into the chorus. So really, you can feel free to riff away a little bit at this. I'm not sure I've ever played it the same way twice. You've only got, even on the record, you've only got one layer of rhythm guitar above you. So really, the bass carries all of the melodic interest for this and a lot of the songs. And that's the general point about bass playing in a three-piece, is that you can do this a lot. You can treat the bass really as a lead instrument a lot of the time, rather than just kind of plodding along behind, a wall of double guitars, which is the fate of many other bass players. So here's that. So next we're going to look at the bridge and then the final chorus, and there's a couple of things to pay attention to here. So in the bridge, and I'm going to be really honest, I've never really settled on anything for this. So even on the record, I think you can hear me kind of fumbling away between lots of different ideas all at the same time. I think that the main thing to do is to just kind of play something which helps the song kind of move along. The chords are all fairly straightforward, and you can see them down there in the comments. I tend to rumble around a lot, up and down scales, kind of fairly fast, to make sure that that we're landing the key chords, which is just kind of fun. And again, play it different every time. No one likes to hear the same old crap. In the final chorus, one of the opportunities that I take there is to take the bass line, a little bit higher, a little bit more interesting, even up to a kind of a higher D sharp, to give it just a little bit more emphasis in that final one. So here it goes. So as a secret bonus to this week's Play Bass with Lakehouse, I'm going to show you some of the tracking that we actually did for this song of the backing vocals. So backing vocals are obviously a big part of our live show, but obviously we go kind of nuts in the studio with them to get as much kind of fun in there as we possibly can. So here is the chorus with just the vocals outlined and soloed for you with the drums. And what you can hear here is that the chromatic nature of how the F sharp chord merges into the A chord and uses that kind of descending chromatic to give kind of a lot of fun to that. We try and do as much of this live as possible, and it sometimes works.
You didn't even bat an eye when you broke down on the porch and cried. Maybe I am just trying too hard. Overthinking, please disregard. Overthinking, please disregard.
The bridge is one of my favourite parts of the song, but again, particularly for the backing vocals that we'll have a look at here. One of the things that always tends to work in fun music is call and response. So there's a little element of call and response here where Jordan, kind of throws the line over to the backing vocals, and then we chip in to add as much kind of vertical height to this as possible. It's one of my favourite bits of the album, I think. So check out these backing vocals here.
It's every day, same thing's getting boring. Fifth of Jack, how about that? I can see that you're looking for a time.
So that's pretty much it for today. Any more requests for more Lakehouse songs, we will get them for you. And maybe we should get some play drums with Lakehouse as well, with Lee as well. So let us know in the comments or get in touch with us, and hopefully we'll be back on stage soon.
Play bass with Lakehouse.